Hey everyone, so this week we are doing a video blog on if we think sports builds character. I think for me, if you asked me prior to these past 2 weeks, I would have told you definitely. I definitely think sports builds character. You build hard work and perseverance and determination. But after these 2 weeks of doing readings and watching videos about sports building character, I would say that I do not think that sports in particularly build character. I'm kind of reflecting, I think in the past, I was only really considering myself, how I felt I have benefited from sports and how they have affected my character. So I've played sports since I was around 3 years old. So as an individual, I feel like the sports I've played have helped me, to become a more determined person, hardworking, understanding teamwork and dedication. But kind of reflecting on that now, after looking at the readings, I would say that that was very based off of my personal, just how I am, my personal characteristics, and how they've been built through, my parents from a young age, as well as my influence as coaches had on me. So having coaches who put emphasis on determination and dedication and hard work, that is what shaped me to become the person I am today, or shaped my character. It wasn't the sport in particular. I think what kind of drew me to this conclusion was in some of the articles. So, for instance, in the leadership, cohesion, team norms, and aggression research, they talked about how there's aggression is seen more at the college level rather than the high school level. And that kind of made me think that even if someone's playing, the game of soccer in high school and then again in college, it's the same sport, it's the same concept, but it's the atmosphere. So high school sports have a completely different atmosphere than college sports. College is more competitive. There's more on the line. Like, you're all there. You're fighting to be the top seed, go to the NCAA tournament, what have you. So I think there was just a lot more. That's a lot more environmental factors on how the pressures of college are different than the pressure to win in high school. And kind of in the same sense, for the research for the Canadian youth ice hockey, it was interesting to see. I think there was a quote from it that was like, the players, their perception of their teammates' tendency to aggress or their team norms was the strongest predictor in their own likelihood to show aggression. So it wasn't them, the individual, hockey athlete, saying that, well, oh, I'm going to be aggressive because the sport calls for it. It was athletes saying that, no, my teammates expect me to be aggressive, or I see my teammates being aggressive, so I'm going to be aggressive. So in this instance, they are reflecting on their teammates, and their teammates' actions are reflecting on them rather than the sport in general. So all in all, I would say that in general, the sport itself does not build character. Rather, instead, the atmosphere, which is either the level of competition, the athletes that you are around or the athlete is around, and the coaching. So if the coach expects certain things or is saying, oh no, last week we watched a video where a coach told another player to hit the ref. If the coach deems that as okay, a player is going to deem that as okay, even though the rules of the game, say that that's against the rules. So all in all, do not think sports build character. I think it's very environmental based and peer and coach based.